You sit down at your desk. You've blocked out the afternoon to finally get to work. But the moment you look at the screen, it hits you. The memory of the last 4 years, completely wasted. The physical weight of that regret is agonizing. You feel it is entirely pointless to even try now, so you close your books, walk away, and abandon the task completely. Society and motivational media frame this exact moment as a conscious moral failure. They suggest that if you know what to do and possess the intelligence to do it, you should feel ashamed for putting it off. Internalizing the idea that your lack of progress is a character flaw locks you into an emotional trap. The resulting self-loathing drains the exact energy you need to actually start working. To understand what's actually happening at that desk, we have to look at the brain's internal threat detection system. Your brain registers intense cognitive effort as immediate physical pain. Your brain wants to avoid that pain at all costs. It triggers immense guilt about your past failures as a manipulation tactic specifically designed to make you avoid the present task. That sudden rush of shame serves as a tactical distraction, an excuse generated on the spot to force you away from the painful effort sitting right in front of you. Feeling terrible about not working is your brain's most reliable tool for ensuring you stay comfortable and unproductive. This disconnect is in your brain's hardware. The bright outer layer is the prefrontal cortex, the center for conscious strategy and willpower. It has a tiny energy capacity. If you force a new behavior, its energy bar drains completely after a few days. Beneath it sits the massive limbic system, which executes your automatic behaviors and stores years of deeply ingrained programming. When your conscious willpower inevitably runs out, the limbic system takes total control, immediately defaulting to the habits it already knows. Those 4 wasted years are the predictable, mathematical output of a limbic system running on default autopilot. We already recognize how this works in a clinical setting. Take sleepwalking disorder, where a person can walk into a dark kitchen and knock a glass bottle onto the floor. If you watched someone do this, you wouldn't demand they feel ashamed for making a mess. You wouldn't hold them morally accountable at all. We give them grace because their prefrontal cortex is inactive. Their motor and limbic functions operate entirely blind. The past 4 years of your life operated on the exact same neurological principle. You were performing complex actions, but your conscious mind was effectively asleep. You cannot be held morally responsible for the blind actions of your automated brain. If you wouldn't yell at a sleepwalker for a broken bottle, you have no reason to punish yourself for your past unproductivity. Complete self-forgiveness is now a logical necessity. Once they finally wake up, most people make a critical error. They use their newly active prefrontal cortex to immediately draft another rigid, impossible 7-day schedule. Your conscious mind must now focus on its single true responsibility, slowly and systematically reprogramming the automatic behaviors buried inside the limbic system. Real progress comes from debugging your brain's long-term autopilot, rather than trying to overpower it with willpower. Cognitive psychology provides a specific tool for this rewrite: mental simulation. Visualizing a final success, like becoming rich or acing a test, is entirely ineffective for changing underlying biological habits. The correct method involves mentally rehearsing the specific physical friction of starting. You sit quietly and picture the exact moment you open a heavy textbook, letting yourself feel the immediate, uncomfortable urge to quit. Practicing the act of overcoming that specific friction in a simulated environment fires the same neural pathways as the real event. Over time, this gradually rewrites the limbic system's automatic response. Past unproductivity was simply old data executing itself. You find true progress the moment you release the guilt and consciously program a better autopilot for the future.